Hi everyone, welcome to part 2 of day 3. Got your pens and your paper ready? Okay, great. So now we will be discussing why to have goals and how to actually form them. The difference between achievers and the wishers is basically their ability to form goals. Most people would easily just say to an achiever that since you are most motivated, you can achieve your goals. It is exactly the other way around. People who have set goals tend to become motivated and then only move forward in life. When we wake up in the morning, we have a goal of either going to school, college, job, etc. If that is not embedded into our minds on a daily basis, won't we just get up every day and wander aimlessly in life? As I say, an envelope without an address goes nowhere. If we actually ask anyone what their goals are, then a majority say that they have not set any. And those who have set are so vague that they do not classify as goals. If we have a goal to be happy or to be rich, then these are just wishful thinking, which will not give rise to any action or results thereafter. So actually, what are goals and how can we make them achievable? That is what we'll be discussing. So once you find your goal today, the path is made itself. The first step: paper out your dream. Now what does that mean? First of all, whatever we choose as our goal should be measurable. As I said, vague terms are not allowed. I want to be slim, that is one thing. I want to be at 70 pounds, that is another thing. Now, this goal has become measurable all of a sudden with a number on it. So you have to first of all make it measurable. Secondly, you have to write it down on a piece of paper. Once you start writing on a paper, your brain starts responding to that goal. And if suppose I say that I want to be rich, on the other hand I say I want to earn $1 million as my yearly income, now you can see the difference. Your brain will get an idea as to what you really want, and it will start working in that manner. So don't depend on your brain to remember. Just because you've told it this is my goal, it will not remember. Sometimes doesn't it happen? We don't even remember what we ate for dinner last night. So don't only think in your mind, that will remain a dream. Bring it down on the paper and work on it and make it your goal. Now the second point, set a deadline. Many people say deadlines are not required, but my experience says writing a deadline only motivates you further. It helps in creating the dominoes effect. Now what is that? If you create a goal, like I said, I want to earn $1 million as my yearly income. So I've set a date that is 1 year's time. So if you have 1 year in your mind, you can break it down further. If you're losing weight, if in a year I jot down I have to lose 24 pounds, it comes down to 2 pounds a month. Then further break it down weekly, it comes down to half a pound. And you can break it down further daily. So you know for each goal what amount of work has to be done and how it will seem achievable to you if things break it down on a daily basis. So this is the only difference between a goal and dream, that there's a deadline to it. So take a minimum of a year's time. It is more practical that way, and you will feel more relaxed also, because timing to getting into the belief, setting the goals, setting the standards, breaking down the actions and starting to get the results, at least a year's time is very necessary. But if it happens before, it is great. Otherwise, take a year's time. Now, the third point is decide what you are going to barter for the goal. This is the most important step. Many people usually come up to me, and this is a major query I always get, that I'm doing everything. I'm doing the visualization, I'm doing the affirmations, I'm doing vision boards, but nothing is happening. I'm putting in so much time and effort and all this, but what are we giving back as barter to the universe? When we ask for something, when we place the order to the universe, that is something we want. But what are we giving back in return? If you go to a car showroom and over there you tell the sales guy that this is the car I want, won't he ask for some amount in return? And not only some amount. If suppose you say, I want this car and give it to me for $10, is it possible? Will anybody ever hand you over their car? No, of course not. Because everything has a price to it, and there is a proper price to it also. Now, if suppose you have a goal of anything, suppose earning your $1 million, you have to set the proper price you have to pay in return to the universe. Now you'll say, how do I know that? Yes, you do know it. Go back to where I told you in day 2 that you have to connect to your higher self. And your higher self can be connected through meditation, as I told you. This higher self has all the answers you need. This is the only place I go back to on a daily basis. Any problem I come up with, anything I need to know, any doubts, I just go back to my higher self. I keep questioning till I get my answer. And I'm telling you, the more you're connected with your higher self, the quicker your responses come, the more easier it becomes to you. Your sixth sense, as I say, the intuition, it becomes so strong. You can understand what is right, what is wrong. So go back to day 2, start the meditation, get involved with your higher self. Start getting the answer and level up. Find out, what do you have to give back in return? If you want to earn $1 million, you cannot only visualize it. You have to do something. Level up. You have to either do something in your career which is something different, or maybe you have to put in more efforts, or maybe you have to change your career, or maybe you have to get a new skill. Whatever it is, you know what is best for you. Your higher self knows. So this is a part which I would recommend to everyone who is still failing with the law of attraction despite doing everything else. Today, find out, what will you give in barter to the universe? The law of attraction can help you at this point by actually bringing you the people, events, and circumstances together to getting the goal in an easier way. But first, you should be capable enough that the universe bestows you upon with these blessings. Now the fourth point, which is, be ready with the next plan of action. Now people say, I really tried, and then I let go. So it is but obvious that you will fail. If plan A doesn't work, go to plan B. If plan B doesn't C, it goes down to Z. And if not that, even more than that. So in the end, change your plans, but don't change your goal. This goal, which you have seen with your eyes open also, is a message from the universe, from your higher self, that you are made for this. Just believe in your goal and don't change your goals on a daily basis, because you'll be sending mixed signals to the universe. And obviously, you'll get mixed results in barter. So, be ready with the next plan of action. Now, fifth point, fix your goal sheet. Write down your goal in the present tense as if it's happening right now, and paste it where you can see it regularly. Suppose I'm saying I am earning $1 million as my yearly income. Write this goal down and just keep seeing it. You can keep it as a screenshot, you can make it as a goal card, you can do all these things so that it is visible to you at all times. It will keep the momentum going. Sixth point, fix the time to read it. Now, just by actually just writing it down, it's not enough. Just by reading, Okay, but there should be a proper fixed time to read it every day. It can be either in the morning, at night, in the evening, whatever it be, but fix to it, because your mind will be accustomed to it. It knows that this thing is important to you and you're serious about it. So things will start lining up for you. If you want, you can put it somewhere before starting your work. You read it first, get into the feeling, feel it, and then start doing your work. You'll see that the quality of your work also improves tremendously. So today, as people say, write your goals, I have given you the magical way of actually finding what your goal is, how to actually form them, and to use them. So today, using these 6 easy steps, the task is write down your goal. Now just be sure that just because people have told you you cannot achieve this, just because you have been told by your parents, your school, the institutions all around you, the media, that this thing is impossible, that thing is impossible, or maybe your studies, your marks, but no, this goal is yours. Close your eyes. Think of the biggest thing you can think as a genie is sitting in front of you and asking you, your wish is my command. If there were no inhibitions, what would you ask? Feel it from your heart. This is what I want. This is what will give me happiness in life. This is the passion I want. So, don't think from others' point of view. Think from your own heart. What do you want? And make that a goal. I'm here to guide you. We'll go there together. Don't worry about the house. Just think about what you want today. Set a goal which really scares you, so that at least you can level up to it. And if you get it, which you will, your life will change drastically. So wishing you luck. Take the biggest goal out of your heart and place it in front of you. We are going to get there in 2019. So bye. Warm wishes to all of you. Best of luck. You're on the first day of your manifestation. See you tomorrow.